is Catherine, welcome to my channel. Hope so you will enjoy the little tutorials. Let's watching!
Hi everyone, welcome back. Before we start, let me show you what the pillows will look like when they're finished. You can see both pillowcases here. Each one has 2 quilt blocks on the front, so that's 4 blocks total. I love how these turned out. They're simple but really eye-catching. Today I'm making 2 quilted pillowcases using this horse beautiful design with quilt block pattern. If you want to learn how to sew the quilt blocks themselves, I've linked my full block tutorial below, so make sure to check that out. At this point, I'm just showing how the front and back pieces will come together. This helps visualize the final pillow before we start sewing. Now let's talk materials. I already have everything cut to the correct size, and on the back of the pillow I'm using extra fabric that will be folded over. This creates a clean pillow opening and makes the cover easy to remove later. I am showing you how I secure the edges. The first thing I always do is secure the raw edges of the fabric. This step is really important because it prevents fraying while we're sewing and handling the pieces. Here you can see how I fold the fabric edge before stitching. It's a small detail, but it makes the pillow much stronger and more durable in the long run. I also want to mention how important it is to use the right needle, thread, and machine settings. Good tools make sewing easier and help you get cleaner, more even stitches. So as you can see, I am now securing the pillow opening edge. Now I'm folding the other side of the fabric the same way. I use pins here to keep everything in place so nothing shifts while I'm sewing. I continue sewing along the back piece, and this edge will become the pillow opening. Taking your time here really helps the finished pillow look neat and professional. I'm using the appropriate machine stitch to secure the edge of the fabric. A 1/4 inch allowance is the one I use all the time. This gives a nice clean finish and keeps everything from unraveling. Now I go all the way around and secure every edge on the back of the pillow. This step makes assembly much easier later. This step is really important because it prevents fraying while we're sewing and handling the pieces. And there it is, all secured. Next, I do the same thing on the front panel. I reinforce all the edges and carefully go around the corners, so the fabric won't rip when the pillow is turned right side out. Don't skip if you're serious about success. The pillowcase will last you for a long time. This tutorial is beginner friendly and easy to follow. You don't need advanced sewing skills for this project. Let's start by looking at the materials you'll need. You'll need fabric, scissors, pins, and a sewing machine. You can also sew by hand if you don't have a sewing machine. Make sure your fabric is clean and ironed before you start. This helps your pillowcase look neat and professional. First, measure your pillow to get the correct size. Remember to add extra fabric for seam allowance. Cut the fabric carefully using sharp scissors. I have listed below all items I used in this project. Tip from me is always cut on a flat surface. Now you can see how I work on the pillowcase opening. I did fold the fabric with the right sides together. Then I measured the both sides of material. Line up the edges as evenly as possible. Remember to use pins to hold the fabric in place. This helps prevent shifting while sewing. Next, we'll sew along the side. Use a straight stitch for best results. Sew slowly if you're a beginner. Tip from me: backstitch at the start and the end. Now it's time to assemble the pillow. For the pillowcase, I use clips to hold everything in place. I am very careful. Measure that all my corners are even and same length. Ensure back and front of the pillow aligned well. I will list everything I use below the video. I will place the right sides together and start sewing the front and back pieces together. Using the clips to hold everything in place really helps. This really helps keep the fabric from moving and keeps all the corners straight. I will do the same with my second pillowcase. Let's take it to the sewing machine. Here I'm sewing all the way around the pillow using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. I focus on keeping the stitch line straight and even for a clean finish. Let's go through the sewing tips again. To help you keep your fabric straight and get nice, clean seams. Let's look at the materials you'll need first. You'll need cotton fabric, scissors, pins, measuring tape, a sewing machine, and an iron. You can pre-wash your fabric to prevent later shrinkage. Start by measuring your pillow. Add seam allowance so the finished case isn't too tight. Cut your fabric carefully on a flat surface. This helps keep the edges straight. Now for the fun part. I am turning the first pillowcase right side out. I take a moment to gently push out the corners so they look nice and sharp. Here's the finished pillow cover. The opening on the back is neatly folded and secure, and the fabric won't fray. I am going to do second pillowcase, but let's carry on with the sewing tips. Use tailor's chalk and a ruler if you have them, or any other method you prefer to mark the material. Tip from me: sharp scissors and cutting tools help you make smoother, straighter cuts. Now always remember to fold the fabric right sides together so the pretty side of the fabric is inside. Line up all edges precisely, and pin them to the sewing line to prevent shifting. Avoid overpinning. Too many pins can distort the fabric. When you start sewing, start from the long side first and then the short side. Keep a steady pace on your machine. Don't pull or push the fabric. Let the machine feed it through. Follow the edge with your eye rather than watching the needle. And keep your stitch length consistent. Tips from me: backstitch at the beginning and end to secure your seam. And here they are. 2 beautiful quilted pillows with horses and 4 quilt blocks. I'm really happy with how these turned out. Here's how they look on the bed. Thank you so much for sewing along with me. Please like and subscribe.